My sister slept with my husband for years. I discovered their secret at our family reunion and destroyed them both. Family was the cornerstone of everything in our lives. Growing up in the quiet town of Milford, Ohio, my sister Jessica and I were raised to believe that blood was thicker than anything else. Jessica, 2 years my senior, was the golden child. Tall, with long auburn hair that caught the light, a laugh that filled rooms, and a confidence that made her the center of attention at every gathering. I was Laura, the quieter one, shorter, with mousy brown hair I always tied back, more comfortable with books than crowds. But we balanced each other perfectly. She'd drag me to parties, I'd help her study for exams. Our parents, Mom, a dedicated elementary school teacher, and Dad, owner of the town's busiest auto repair shop, instilled in us the value of loyalty, hard work, and unconditional support. Sundays were sacred. Church in the morning, followed by Mom's famous pot roast dinner, where we'd share stories from the week. Holidays meant the whole extended family crammed into our modest ranch house. Cousins running wild, aunts gossiping in the kitchen, uncles watching football. No matter the fights or hardships, we stuck together. When Dad's shop nearly went under during the recession, the family rallied. Loans from uncles, extra shifts for everyone. "That's what family does," Dad always said. At 25, I met Ryan at the shop. He was a mechanic there. 27, ruggedly handsome, with grease-stained hands, a quick wit, and kind hazel eyes that crinkled when he smiled. Our first date was a picnic by the river. He brought homemade sandwiches and listened intently as I talked about my job as a graphic designer. We married 2 years later in the local church, Jessica as maid of honor, beaming in her bridesmaid dress. Her toast brought tears. "Laura's my best friend, my little sister, and Ryan. You're the brother I never had. You've given her the happiness she deserves." Life blossomed. We bought a cozy 3-bedroom house just down the street from Mom and Dad. Lily came first, a bright-eyed girl with Ryan's smile. Mason followed, energetic and mischievous. Jessica, thriving as a marketing executive in nearby Cleveland, remained a fixture. Single and ambitious, she'd drive down most weekends, spoiling the kids with toys and trips to the zoo. She and Ryan bonded over shared jokes, car talk. She loved her sports car, and helping Dad at the shop. I'd watch them laugh and feel grateful. How lucky am I? My husband and sister are best friends. Family barbecues, game nights, vacations to the lake. They were all perfect. Photos captured it. Jessica pushing Lily on swings, Ryan and Dad grilling steaks, Mom hugging us all. The town envied us. "The Thompsons are so close," people said. But even in closeness, secrets can hide. The first whispers were so faint I barely noticed. Ryan started staying late at the shop more often, helping Dad with inventory. His phone, once left casually on the counter, now stayed in his pocket, buzzing during dinner. He'd glance, smile secretly, and pocket it. "Just guy stuff from work," he'd say when I asked. Jessica's visits increased after her promotion. She'd arrive Friday nights, stay through Sunday, claiming she needed family time, away from the city stress. The kids loved it, Aunt Jess with her gifts and endless energy. But small things nagged. Her borrowing my clothes, returning them with a different scent. Ryan complimenting her new haircut a bit too enthusiastically. A hug lingering seconds longer than normal. One evening, I found a long auburn hair on Ryan's jacket. Not mine. "Probably Jessica's. She was over yesterday," he said casually. I nodded, but unease stirred. Then the lipstick. A smudge on his shirt collar, deep red. Jessica's shade, not mine. "Must have brushed against someone at the shop," he dismissed. Intimacy waned too. Ryan tired, distant in bed. "Long days?" he'd murmur. I confided in Jessica during a sister's night. "Do you think Ryan's okay? He seems off." She hugged me. "Laura, you're overthinking. Ryan adores you. If anything, he's probably stressed about Dad retiring and taking over the shop. Trust me, he's crazy about you." Her words soothed, but doubts lingered. Late-night whispers when she stayed over, thinking I was asleep, shared inside jokes I wasn't part of. I felt paranoid, ashamed for suspecting. Therapy? No, that would mean admitting cracks in our perfect family. Mom noticed my quietness. Everything all right, honey? I'd smile. Just tired from the kids. The big reunion loomed. Mom and Dad's 40th anniversary at a rented lake house. Extended family. Celebrations. It'll be good for us all, Mom said. I agreed, hoping it would reset everything. The lake house weekend arrived with perfect summer weather. Clear blue skies, gentle waves lapping the shore. The air filled with the scent of pine and barbecue smoke. Cars pulled into the gravel driveway one by one. Trunks unloaded with coolers, lawn chairs, and excited children. Hugs were exchanged on the wraparound porch, cousins reuniting with screams of joy, aunts and uncles catching up on years of news. Mom and Dad beamed at the center of it all, their 40 years together celebrated with banners and balloons. Jessica arrived fashionably late, as always, pulling up in her shiny red convertible with music blaring. She stepped out in designer sunglasses, a flowing sundress hugging her figure, arms full of gifts for the kids and wine for the adults. "The party can start now," she announced dramatically, eliciting laughs. Ryan was first to greet her, helping carry her designer bags inside, their easy banter and shared smiles drawing no second glances from anyone, except me, perhaps, in the back of my mind. The day unfolded like a dream. Boating on the lake, kids splashing and screaming with delight, water ski attempts that ended in hilarious falls, a massive potluck feast on long picnic tables. Stories flowed, old family tales retold with embellishments, toasts to Mom and Dad's enduring love. As dusk fell, we gathered around the bonfire, marshmallows roasting, guitars strummed, s'mores devoured. The kids fell asleep one by one, carried to beds by parents. Most adults followed, exhausted from travel and fun, the house quieting into soft snores and creaking floors. I couldn't sleep. The spicy chili from dinner had given me heartburn, a burning discomfort that kept me tossing, slipping out of bed carefully so as not to wake Ryan, who was already snoring lightly. I padded downstairs in my robe for antacids from the kitchen cabinet. The house was dark, moonlight filtering through windows. As I rummaged quietly, I heard muffled voices, low, intimate, from the basement game room below. Curiosity and that lingering unease pulled me toward the stairs. Heart pounding inexplicably, I descended slowly, avoiding the creaky steps I'd learned as a kid. The door at the bottom was cracked open, a sliver of light spilling out. Peeking through, my entire world shattered in an instant. There, on the old plaid couch under the dim lamplight, were Jessica and Ryan, locked in a passionate embrace. Her hands tangled in his hair, his arms pulling her close as they kissed deeply, urgently. Clothes were disheveled, her dress strap fallen, his shirt unbuttoned. They broke apart briefly, breathless. "We've got to be more careful," Ryan whispered, but his tone was thrilled, not remorseful. "With everyone here," Jessica laughed softly, tracing his jaw. "We've managed for 5 years, haven't we? No one suspected a thing. Laura's too trusting, and the family. They adore me. 5 years." The words hit like a freight train. Ryan pulled her closer. "I love you both, Jess. But this, us, it's real, intense. I can't imagine stopping." Jessica. "Me neither. We'll figure it out. Tell them when the timing's right. After the kids are older, maybe. For now, this is our secret." My knees weakened. Tears flooded silently as I fumbled for my phone, still in my robe pocket from checking on the kids earlier. Hands shaking violently, I hit record through the crack, capturing their whispers, confessions, another lingering kiss. Bile rose. Rage, grief, disbelief warred. Scream? Burst in? No. This betrayal deserved exposure to everyone they deceived. I retreated upstairs silently, collapsing in the bathroom, sobbing without sound into a towel. planning through the long, dark night. Morning light filtered through curtains, but my world remained dark. I moved like a ghost, showering, dressing, forcing smiles as the house woke to coffee aromas and children's laughter. Inside, devastation raged unchecked. 5 years. Not a one-time mistake, a deliberate, sustained affair. Memories replayed, poisoned. Jessica offering to babysit for our date nights? Were they sneaking off then? Family vacations where they'd go for walks together, returning flushed and happy. The lingering hugs at gatherings, inside jokes excluding me. Jessica's concern when Ryan and I argued briefly. The pain was all-consuming, physical, emotional, spiritual. Chest tight like a vice, breath shallow, stomach knotted. Betrayed by my sister, blood, confidant, the one who'd wiped my tears as kids. And Ryan, husband, father of my children, partner in vows. How many lies? How many times had he held me after being with her? Flashes assaulted, Jessica's maid of honor toast, pure hypocrisy. Ryan's I love yous, hollow. The kids, innocent, adoring their dad and aunt. How to protect them from this fracture? Mom and dad, their pride in our close family, now a cruel joke. Their hearts would break. I felt utterly foolish, small, unworthy. How had I missed it? Was I too trusting, too focused on motherhood? Self-doubt spiraled? Not pretty enough? Exciting enough after years of routine? But beneath grief, anger built, a cold, steady fire. They didn't deserve privacy or spin. The family they'd deceived deserved truth. Discreetly, between helping breakfast and games, I texted trusted cousins. Urgent family meeting tomorrow morning before checkout. Serious issue involving all of us. Please spread quietly. No details yet. They responded concerned, but compliant. Jessica and Ryan acted blissfully normal. Her braiding Lily's hair with stories, him tossing a football with Mason, laughing. Their ease, their hypocrisy, fueled my resolve. They thought they were safe, untouchable, in our perfect family bubble. Private confrontation would allow denials, gaslighting, partial truths. It just happened once. We're sorry. No. This betrayal spanned years, touched everyone. The revelation had to be public, undeniable, witnessed by those they'd lied to most. That night, while the house slept again, I worked in the upstairs office, editing the video on my laptop, cropping clearest parts, confessions of duration, love declarations, plans to continue. Timestamps visible, audio enhanced for clarity, saved to USB, tested on the living room TV, where family movies played daily. Backup on my phone, cloud. Lawyer contacted discreetly, a family friend. Divorce papers prepped remotely. Doubt flickered. Could I destroy them like this? But remembering their words, Laura's so trusting, hardened me. They'd destroyed our family first. Morning meeting called casually over breakfast. Quick family chat before packing up. Kids sent to play on the dock with younger cousins. Innocence protected. Everyone gathered in the living room, puzzled, coffee in hand. Mom worried. Laura, sweetie, you look exhausted. What's going on? Jessica fidgeted subtly. Ryan avoided my eyes. I stood calmly. Our family has always valued honesty above all, but two among us have betrayed that, for years. The room tensed. I clicked play on the TV remote. Their voices filled the space. Intimate murmurs from the night before. Kisses audible. 5 years. We've been so careful. Laura's too trusting. I love you both, but us. It's real. Silence descended like a blanket, thick, suffocating. Then explosion. Mom gasped sharply, hand clutching her chest, tears instant. Jessica, Ryan, my baby girl, how could you do this? Dad bolted upright, face crimson with rage. You bastards! In my family, betraying my daughter, your wife, your sister, for years! Aunts covered mouths in horror. Uncles muttered curses. Cousins stared wide-eyed, some pulling out phones instinctively. Jessica jumped up, pale as a ghost. This is fake! Edited! Laura's trying to ruin us! Ryan stammered, sweating. It's taken out of context. We can explain. But I looped the clearest confession. 5 years. No one suspected. Mom wailed openly now, collapsing into Dad's arms. My daughters. Jessica, I raised you better. And Ryan, you were like a son. Dad pointed, trembling. Get out, both of you! You're dead to this family! Jessica sobbed dramatically, reaching for Mom. Mommy, please, it started as a mistake. We didn't mean to hurt anyone. An aunt snapped. Mistake? 5 years of lying to everyone, while we welcomed you into our homes? A cousin. The kids! Think of Lily and Mason. I finally spoke, voice steady despite inner turmoil. Behind my back. The children's. This family's. You plan to continue, to figure it out later. Your betrayal destroyed everything sacred. United outrage swelled. Disgusting. How dare you show your faces? Traitors! Jessica crumpled, begging forgiveness. Ryan pleaded for the kids, met with cold rejection. The confrontation unified the family, in shock, grief, but resolute against the offenders. The decision was immediate, unanimous, no vote needed. As the meeting dissolved into tears and hugs for me, Dad declared, Jessica, Ryan, you're no longer part of this family. No contact, no holidays, no help. Mom, heartbroken but firm, you've shattered us. We can't have poison here. Extended family agreed. Blocked numbers, social media, everything. Parents consulted lawyer that week. Will rewritten. Jessica's inheritance share revoked. Trust funds adjusted. Ryan packed bags under hostile glares, escorted out by uncles. He begged privately later. Laura, the kids need me. Evidence ensured supervised visits only. Divorce granted swiftly. Full custody to me. House, assets, support. Jessica spiraled. Tried dramatic apologies, showing up at parents' door. Turned away. Her career suffered as family connections whispered truths in professional circles. They attempted to cling together at first, but the weight of consequences tore them apart. Constant arguments over blame, resentment boiling over. Ryan accused Jessica of being too reckless. Jessica blamed Ryan for not leaving me sooner. Their real love crumbled under reality, ending in bitter separation. Apologies ignored. Letters returned, calls blocked. Family grieved the loss, but protected the innocent. Therapy for all, especially kids, who adjusted with love and honesty. Years have passed since that shattering reunion. The pain has dulled to a manageable scar, a reminder rather than a wound. Divorce finalized, I thrived as a single mom. Promoted at work to senior designer, pursuing passions like painting and hiking. The kids grew resilient. Lily excelling in school, aware in age-appropriate ways. Mason channeling energy into sports. They ask about Dad sometimes. Supervised visits rare, strained. New love found me, a kind colleague, patient and honest. We take it slow, building on trust. Family rebuilt stronger, gatherings warmer, bonds deeper without toxicity. Mom and Dad leaned on us, healing through time and grandchildren's joy. Jessica and Ryan? Separated in acrimony. Jessica's life unraveled with lost job, isolation, and regret. Ryan struggled alone, addictions surfacing from guilt and loss, a shadow of the man he was. Their affair, once real, destroyed them both in the end. Poetic justice. Betrayal tested everything, but truth prevailed. I've learned family is chosen loyalty, not just blood. When violated, severing protects the whole. To anyone enduring sibling or spousal deceit, you're not at fault. Their weakness doesn't define you. Gather strength, reveal truth when ready, and rebuild. Brighter, wiser. You deserve peace, love, authenticity. And one day, you'll find it, stronger than before.